Hello everyone, VJZ32 back with another review, and this is the DeLand's automatic playing cards. It's it's a regular deck, but it's also gimmicked. This deck happens to be stripped, marked, and stacked. So it's good for a lot of magic tricks. It's a whole bunch of stuff in one. Let's get on to it. These decks, by the way, was originally designed in the early 1900s by Theodore L. DeLand. That's where he gets the name. Apparently there's over 12,000 secret marks in this entire deck. And all sorts of good stuff. It also came with this. It's from Magic Makers Inc. And this has all the details on it. Plus videos, links to where you can learn more. Let's get to it though. The front of the box says DeLand's automatic playing cards. And then Magic Makers Inc., SS Adams, Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Spade tip with a crown in it. It says automatic playing cards on one side and the other. It says poker on top. And at the bottom again, Cards Magic and Novelties brought to you by Magic Makers Inc. Blah blah, made in China. Oh boy. The back, you see the back design, which is, well, it's kind of fancy. There's no seal. If you look closely, it says here at the bottom there is a copyright 1913 by T.L. DeLand. That's 100-year-old deck, back design. The deck is the design, the back design, the whole thing is like 100 years old. So that's, I mean, this deck has been around for ages and people still use it. This one sadly is made in China, so the quality is not quite there, but if you can get one of the older blue versions from USBC, whether it's the automatic deck or the $100 deck, definitely much better quality. There's nothing on the flaps, go figure. Inside you do get a card for a little information, the instructions. So you get instructions times 2. The jokers are just sadly Urkel jokers. Joker in the corner, as you get that figure. They're both identical, being that they probably just copied the faces off the original deck and printed them in China. And same with the Ace of Spades, you got that streamlined Urkel Ace of Spades with a hair on it. I promise it's not a pubic hair. It says Magic Makers Inc. SS Adams, Sioux Falls, South Dakota again. Like I said, everything is marked. You can give it some cuts. And mix it up a little bit. Let's challenge me. So if I want to know what this card is, or you want to know what this card is, I can tell you, looking at it, that it is the Six of Hearts. Yeah. How did I know that? Because there's markings, like I told you. I will show you this stuff briefly. So for the value in the suit, we use this. It's like a clock. It's in the instructions. So it's like a clock. So obviously this would be 1 and go around, and then you get 12. And then the king would be the center one if it's the king. So this is the 6, so that tells you it's a 6. For the suit, you get these 4 other little circles. And it kind of goes in the chased format. Clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds. So it's very simple. You just look at the card. You can easily determine the value and the suit. Like for instance, this one is the Queen of Hearts. Voila. Now, like I said, this deck is also a stripper deck. We'll get to the rest of the markings, which means, of course, if I reverse the card in the pack, you will see it. Actually, if you're the audience, you won't see it, but as a performer, you will see it sticking out just a little bit. It's just a little bit proud there, and you can easily, oops, maybe I have to do that reverse, but you can easily pull it out and find that card. So a stripper deck is, you know, it's been around for some time, but it's also marked in other ways. Like I said, I won't get into too much, but you can also cut this deck and use markings to determine how many cards are in this packet. I I believe it is, I don't know. I forget which marking is for that, but try to figure it out. Whatever, it doesn't matter. There's also, I mean, you can determine how many cards are in this packet and how many in this one. There is also other markings on this corner, which I'm not sure what they're for. But I can also tell you where any card in the deck is. For instance, let's say, oops, I want to know where the ace of spades is. Not a problem, because I got these four markings. And again, clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds. And there's other little details within them. So if I want to see, I'll make sure this isn't the ace of spades. So again, clubs, hearts, spades, clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds. So this is spades. I'm going to look in that one. Ace would be the number 1 on the clock. And there's a little clock within there, which is pointing to 7. And within that as well, if you look closely, there is another little thing here. And it's 5 little things. It's the top one. So 7, and I think that's, let's see, 10, 20, 30, 40, it can't be 50. Maybe it's just 7. We'll try that out. No, wait, I think I figured this out. Well, maybe it is just 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And, nope, that was wrong. So I'm just trying to determine. Anyway, I think it's pointing to the 30. So 30 and 7. 1, 2, 3. Hey, zoom out a little bit here. I apologize. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. Is it? It is the ace of spades. And I can identify the location of any card in the pack I want, anytime I want. Whoops. No matter where we are. Why? Because, well, like you might remember earlier, I said the deck is also stacked. And how is it stacked? The Cy-Stebbins stack, which if you're not familiar with it, basically every card is laid out in the clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds. And as you can see, every card goes up by the value of 3. So 7 and 3 is 10, and 3 is king, and 3 is 3, and 3 is 6, 3 is 9, etc., etc. So you lay out the entire deck like that. It works for a lot of tricks. Not to mention, it's a stripper deck. It's marked. This is a great tool for Magic. If you're into Magic, you would like this deck. But like I said, I recommend the better quality ones. These ones have a plastic coated type finish. Smooth. Don't handle it so good. But then again, I'm not going to fan and polish this deck anyway. So for what it is, especially maybe for more beginner Magic, I think it's good. It's a good tool. I'm not going to rate it for art or anything like that, usability. It's a Magic deck, not dick. I apologize. Plain and simple, it's a Magic deck. And it's great for what it is. For what it is, for its purposes, not to worry about the art or the usability, but for the marking purposes, the stripper purposes, the stack and everything, I'll say 4 to 5, just for that purposes. But the quality could be better. That is that. I will see you next time. Make sure you check out collectibleplayingcards.com. Use the code VJose32 for 10% off your orders each and every time. And don't forget to comment, like, rate, subscribe. And I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.